Hi there. This tutorial will show you how to build a simple comment system in PHP. Okay, so I've got an index.php file open here and a comments.html file open. The comments.html file will remain empty for the course of this tutorial. In our index.php file, we'll begin by writing a standard HTML page. We won't add a head because that's just wasting our video time, but you can if you want to. It's usually good practice. And in our body, we're going to create a form. We're going to set the action to nothing. We want the form to redirect to the page itself. And we're going to set the method to post. And let's just close out the form. And in our form, we're going to have an area to write comments in. So we'll just label that as comments. And we're going to use a text area rather than an input type text to take in the comments. So the way we do this is we use the text area tag. We have to define how many rows we want. Let's put maybe 10 rows. And how many columns we want. I'm going to put maybe 30 columns. And of course we have to define the name. We'll call this comment content. Yep. And that's about it. We do have to close out the text area because you've got the option of writing what you want to appear in the text area right here, but we don't want anything to appear. Let's add a quick break tag, and then we just want the commenter to be able to sign their name. So let's just add name here, and we'll just use a simple input type as text to take this in. Set the name to name. Add another break tag. And finally a submit button. And we'll set the value to post. And that's about it. Let's just add one last break tag. So that's the standard HTML part. Let's get right into the PHP. Right at the top, we want to open our PHP brackets. Close that out. And we're going to begin by writing a simple if statement. If $_post, which of course is checking if the page is receiving a post request. In other words, if the form has been submitted, then we want the code to do this, whatever we write in here. Because otherwise the PHP is going to spit out an error saying, oh sorry, you've got no inputs, blah blah blah. So over here, let's start out by defining our variables. Let's create a variable named name and set that to name incoming value. Just copy and paste this. We want to create a variable called our comment. This is called content, and we'll set this to whatever the person writes as their comment. And finally, we need to create a handle variable. This is for when we write our comment to the comments.html file. We can simply put this as handle, and this will be set to fopen. Then we need to type the path of our comments.html file. I've got mine in the same folder, so we just write comments.html. And we need to set the permissions, in a way, of how we want to open that file. For this tutorial, we'll use A, which stands for append. Anything put into the file will be added to the end of it, so nothing will be deleted. And then what we do, we'll simply we'll write the comments to the HTML file. The first parameter is $handle, and the second parameter will be what we want to write, our string. We can start out by writing well, you can put HTML tags in double quotes and they'll appear as HTML, not text. So let's do that. We'll add some bold. Then we can add our commenter name and close out the bold and the colon, and then maybe add a break tag. That seems the thing to do. And then add the comment, of course, and then add a break tag so that there's space for the next commenter to write their comment. And finally, we're going to close our file. Before we can preview this in Google Chrome, we have to actually include the comments before the form. So just before the form, we can open our PHP brackets. Right, include comments.html and close the PHP brackets. Let's go see how this looks like in Google Chrome. Sorry about that. Seems I made a quick mistake. I forgot to add the slash in text area here, the ending tag. My bad. So let's see how it looks like in Google Chrome. Alright, so we've got our form here. I admit it's not very pretty, but this is not a graphics lesson, this is a PHP lesson, so let's just test the function. Hi there, that's my comment, and my name is John. Today my name is John. Let's click post. Undefined variable. Well, the reason I'm not editing this out is because some of you guys have problems and you always end up asking me, which is great, but let me show you how I deal with the problems. Undefined variable, that's just plain English, and that's the undefined variable, and it's on line 6. So if we go back to our Notepad++ file, go to line 6, and we can see we never defined a variable called comment. We defined it as content. So if we save that, and go back to Google Chrome, that should be fine. Continue. Yep. So that's comment script working. I'm not going to show you any more complex features, such as detecting whether or not these fields are empty. Maybe on another time. Oh, sorry about that. No, thanks for poker. Maybe at another time I'll show you that, but not today, it's too long. So that was my tutorial on how to create a simple comment system in PHP. I know it's very simple, but I mean, got a limit of 10 minutes. Maybe next time I'll show you something better. Thanks for watching, and post your comments and suggestions below.